why you must have an online ministry. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that the world is going to move more digital, more online, or you think we're going to move away from the internet and technology? That answer alone, hopefully you answer, we're going to be moving closer and more towards more technology, more automation, more digital. The reason why you must have an online ministry is the same reason that Blockbuster needed to switch to be online, such as a platform like Hulu or Netflix. Have you noticed what Disney did? What kept them really thriving was switching to Disney Plus, having online. They already had everything already recorded on DVDs and cassettes and all these different things, but switching to where the world's going. And here's the thing, if you don't have an online ministry, people's attention's going to online. So where do you think people's attention will go if you're not there? And the next thing is, because we're consuming so much technology, we have a tablet, a phone, we always have something. If we're consuming all that, we're getting more thoughts in our mind. We're thinking more than we have before. Now we don't have to read about the story of Jonah and the whale and have our own thoughts on it. We can read and listen to other people's. So now how do we start to think? Most likely you're going to get more thoughts, more insights. Maybe 20 or 30, most of you church leaders, most of you people who are giving talks and speeches and teachings and sermons, you have about 10 to 15 sermons that you could preach every single week, at least. But what happens to the other 14 that don't get put out when you give your talk on Sunday or on Saturday or Wednesday or Friday or Thursday? What happens to that? Because the next week it keeps going. So what if there was a place where you could put those out on a Tuesday at 4 p.m., a Thursday at 3 a.m., a Saturday at 6 a.m.? Maybe no one's watching, but you're putting it out online like this. I'm actually recording this at 5 o'clock p.m. No one maybe will watch this because this is not even going out at this time. But I've recorded this and it will go out when the time is right and I feel like it should be released. What if you had about 1,000 sermons, 1,000 teachings all just needing to be uploaded? Or you had them scheduled to go out once a week for the next 3 years? Think about that. The ability to reach people further than you could ever reach in real life because you don't have the time. This is why the online ministry is needed. What happens to the person who doesn't live in your country and never visits your country? Of course they can learn from somewhere else, but where's that self-responsibility? The reason, the spreading the message to all corners of the globe. If you're doing it face-to-face, one-on-one, one-to-many in person, you can barely reach all of your country. You'll struggle to reach all of your city. Out of all the people in the city, just the little suburb you live in, what percentage of people have come into your church? What percentage of people have come and listened to you talk? The street that your church is on, only the street. If we took all the people on that street going 2 miles one way, 2 miles the other way. If you're at an intersection, let's go just a mile away driving. How many of the people, the houses that we pass, how many have heard you speak? Not come to your church, but heard you speak. Because when we start to look at it like this, we realize that we're leaving so much on the table. So much energy that you have, so much power that you have, so many thoughts that you have, so many stories that you have, you're leaving it on the table. Because you're leaving it on the table because it's not in your head, it's just staying in your head. It's not getting out there to the world. And understand, you don't have to be the one that puts all this out there. Someone else can do that. But you being the almost like thought leader, how amazing would it be if it came from you and then got repurposed to everyone else? That's why we're needed in the online ministry. That's why you're needed in the online ministry. And if there's ever a way that we can help, my name is Luke. We help people, we help churches, we help individual groups spread their message into the online space. If you have the time, down below is a totally free webinar, 51 minutes to help you see where you're missing, what you're missing, where your gaps are, and help you fill it in and give you more information of how we can help you more. If that being said, I appreciate you being here. Be blessed. In the description, you'll find out more. You can join a community of other people who are working to do the same, other organizations and ministries doing the same. I'll see you there, or I'll see you here in the next video. Take care.